Welcome to our 2023 gift guide for hardworking men and women. This is my wife Naomi, I'm Ben, and we're going to take you through some of our favorite things that we think might be great ideas for giving away this Christmas. We are filming this as quickly as possible because the sun is about to set. What we're going to do is we're going to take turns. I'm going to share an item and then she's going to share an item because I realize that since you guys are probably guys watching this video, probably the things she's going to say are more important than the things that I'm going to say. Although you have to get something for dad and uncle and all that kind of stuff too. So we're going to start with something.
Or they could send it to their wife so that they have better ideas.
Or you can send them this video, share this video. Okay, so what we're gonna start with here, since I'm holding it, this is the M12 Surge. I actually wasn't gonna talk about this, but I'm talking about this bit right here on the end, although the Surge is really awesome too. This is a reversible bit by Melco, and you can just pop it off like that and turn it around, and that's going to give you the ability to use it as a 5/16 or a 1/4 inch nut driver. So that thing is really fantastic and it's only a few bucks. Link in the description, just like everything else will be linked down below. And let's go on to what Naomi's got to share.
So my first item are going to be these Rubbermaid containers. They are beautiful and useful and they look great in the fridge. They come in a glass option as well. So about a year ago, Ben upgraded our whole Tupperware and miscellaneous leftover containers to all matching, nicely stackable, really awesome
And
ones.
the cool thing about them is they don't actually get stained from like spaghetti and stuff like that. Okay, my turn. We are going to talk about KNIPEX, and we have some really cool KNIPEX wrenches here. You want to do the camera? This is the biggest Cobra wrench that they make. This is the XXL. And if you want to just get something for dad that is absolutely ridiculous and that he'll probably hold the entire day, this is what you want to buy. So link in the description to this. But there's ones that are in between as well. So these ones right here, these ones are like your standard ones. Everybody's probably going to have these. So that's why I feel like you have to go big, or you can go the opposite direction, which is probably a lot more affordable. Well, it is a lot more affordable, and get the tiniest ones that they make. It's literally the same thing. They have a slightly different mechanism for how they adjust, but you have the Nipex pliers wrench here or the Cobra. Nipex anything is absolutely the best thing that you could ever get for somebody for Christmas. I think there's one more here. This is the Nipex twin grips. This is a very unique item in that it is similar to a farmer plier, which probably dad or grandpa is going to be carrying that anyway. This is a ridiculous upgrade to your farmer plier situation, because come check out the teeth on this thing. Let me get a close up of this. So if you look right here, you can see we've got the same teeth as these bigger wrenches have, with the aggressive directional teeth that allow you to really just get a hold of something. It also has cuts in the other direction so that you can get a hold of something and twist it this way really nicely. You actually get a free pair of twin grips if you go with their Christmas bundle. This is kind of a nice set of some of their most popular hand tools. It's got the nice long needle nose, a water pump pliers, and a really nice substantial side cutters. What you got next?
I got shoes!
Oh my.
So a girl can never have too many shoes, but I go totally practical, and my current favorite brand is XTRATUF.
Oh wow, they're all three XTRATUF.
It's pretty much all I've been wearing for the last few years, but I like my white ones so much, I got a second pair. I think they're actually guys, but they work just fine. And winter boots too. So super easy, convenient slip-ons, great for around the farm.
These ones are the insulated version, I believe?
They're from Alaska.
So if you live anywhere that's like sort of like
cold weather,
like it is here, then
and they have ankle boot ones too.
that's something you're definitely going to want to try. So links in the description. Okay, here you go. Take this again.
Don't say links in the description.
Okay, I'll stop saying that. Links are they're whatever. Up next, we have the Sense Energy Monitor, and the cool thing about this is that it's potentially going to save money in addition to it just being an awesome gift. So if we look inside the box here, you'll see this is the device itself. This is what mounts in your electrical panel, and this is going to give you a picture of your home energy use. Those go around your two main legs coming into the panel. If you guys want one of these, you can get a discount, $25 off with the code Benjamin at checkout. Okay, your turn.
If you don't know what shoe size your sweet one is, books. A girl can also never have too many books. And a lot of favorites, but my top want to read is Holy Hygge. Hygge is the Danish word for coziness, and it basically means just embracing the season of winter and enjoying your home.
Interesting.
Creating
okay.
an atmosphere that is like cozy.
The whole list will be down below. Who's gonna run out of items first? That's what I want to know. All right, we're going with another stocking stuffer. This is going to be a knife sharpener and a knife. Now, they probably already have a knife. It seems like everybody has all the knives they probably already want. But knife sharpeners, now that's something that everybody can use one more of. And this one I've been using for a couple of years. You can see it doesn't look particularly beautiful. But the nice thing about it is it's very compact, and it has your angle guides set on there already. So we can go ahead and put a new edge on a blade really nice and quickly with this compact knife sharpener. It's a reasonably priced option. It's got a leather strap on this side as well as a ceramic over here.
To go along with our coziness book, you can wrap up in a wonderful throw blanket. These are always good. My favorite are the Kohl's brand, the big one. And that's because they are larger than just a normal soft blanket, and it's held up really well. So this one I've had for many years.
Up next, I'm gonna recommend thermal cameras. If you wanna get something that's actually really useful and also super cool, getting a little thermal camera is a really, really good option. So this is a FLIR. This is like probably my favorite brand of thermal camera. You can find a bunch of other sellers these days that also make them, but this is just gonna plug into the USB-C port on your phone and gonna allow you to use the thermal camera feature. I'll throw in some B-roll here of what it looks like, but you can find all sorts of
all your friends.
Yeah, you can find all sorts of problems with these. I'll link to this one as well as some others so that you have a few different options for cost-wise, but these things are really cool.
I just got this Handheld Dustbuster by Black & Decker. There's a lot of different ones by different brands. But the idea is you can reach all sorts of corners. It's cordless and just charges right here when it's hanging on the wall.
You have to be careful with this one. That could be a really dangerous gift. Make sure that you are
be really secure in your relationship.
I feel like you'd have to have more than just that. If you have just that, you might end up sleeping outside.
Gift it with something fun too.
Another stocking stuffer item that's super useful is Snow Seal. It's basically this super nasty, greasy stuff. I wish you could smell it. It has a really good smell. But anyway, you take a little bit of it and you rub it on your boots, and it helps to waterproof them for the winter. And this is something that I would actually put my boots in the oven at Mom and Dad's. I don't think Naomi would probably let me do that here, but put my boots in the oven and warm them up a little bit, and then man, this stuff applies so nicely, and it just conditions that leather and helps keep your feet a lot drier than they would otherwise be. So very easy
and keeps the leather lasting longer.
Very inexpensive option. Okay, what do we got here?
Another idea I really like is something that's handmade by someone you know, like these earrings or this soap.
And can people get those earrings and they come from Uncle Matt?
Yeah, they're handmade from Uncle Matt.
So we have to ask Uncle Matt if he wants
these
those.
aren't for sale.
Oh, they're not for sale.
It's just for illustration.
Oh, okay,
purposes.
all right, I gotcha.
Yeah, find, someone who makes arts and crafts or homemade
But this one
soap.
they can get?
Yes, this one is Down Home Soaps. It's a relative of mine. She makes them out of goat's milk soap on their little hobby farm.
No commission on this, but we're just throwing them a shout out.
Oh, and another one that I don't have because I'm hoping to get it for Christmas is Fancy Company hand soap. So links in the description. I like Bath & Body Works foaming soaps. They can be seasonal. They're really fun, especially for the minimalist in your life. They will be used up and are consumable.
Don't leave yet, because the last item is going to be probably the very best. This is the Olight Marauder 2. This is one of the brightest flashlights that Olight makes, and on max, it is able to output 14,000 lumens, which is actually a lot. And in fact, it has a proximity sensor, so it doesn't start stuff on fire when it gets put in front of something. Now, it has two different modes. It has this mode, which is the flood mode, And then it also has a spotlight mode, which can reach out kind of a long ways. So that one's pretty cool, but it's also a little bit cost prohibitive. So let's go ahead and talk about the Baton 4. This is the Baton 4, and actually you can get it in this configuration where it comes with this charging case. So we flip it open like this, and I think it can be charged like 3 or 4 times from just putting it back into the case like that. So it's a really neat design in order to have that extra battery capacity. But this is a super compact, everyday carry flashlight. 1300 lumens, 5 times charging in this little case right here. Now the Warrior X4 is the next one we're going to talk about. This is a really more tactical flashlight. Comes with this holster, which actually has a very positive lock when you put it in, which is really nice because sometimes if you have a holster where you just aren't confident in it, that's not going to be great. This has 2 different charging options. You can either charge it with the standard magnetic charger on the back, which I'm sure you're familiar with if you've seen any other Olights, or you can actually crank this over right here and see inside there's a USB-C port, which allows you to charge it with your regular phone charger or what have you. It operates with a tail switch. You can have momentary on if you press it all the way down and then let go, or just press it and release, and then there's going to be different brightness levels as well. Now you have to talk about the headlamp one, right?
How about my gifts that are non-thing, non-item gifts?
Oh. Okay.
You're not so excited about those.
Naomi has non-item gifts that she wants to talk about now, so go for it.
Not all gifts have to be things. That pesky honey-do item on her list, if you get those done, you know, like hanging the mug rack or fixing the bathroom light have been recent ones in our house, that's a sweet surprise. We like things to get done, so.
Yeah. I get stuff done, honey. Okay, moving on. Okay, you were going to say one thing about one of these, right?
My favorite Olight. So the most useful kind of flashlight is one you don't have to hold, because when you're doing like animal chores or on the farm or working with puppies or something, it's so convenient to have both hands free. So if you have a headlamp, you can just pop it on and...
Since I have a giant head, probably 99th percentile, I'll go ahead and put this on since it's already adjusted for me. If you haven't used a high quality headlamp, you're really missing out if you're using the 3 AAA battery ones that are always breaking. This is just so nice to have a proper headlamp that runs for a long time and is super reliable. So definitely the most useful out of the flashlights is going to be this one.
I like things that are practical and useful.
All right, last but not least, this is just the pair that I'm not wearing right now. I'm wearing one of the pairs right now, and the other one is in the laundry. But these are darn tough socks, and these things are amazing. And I actually have a super funny story about them, because I hope Annika's not watching this, my sister Annika, because one Christmas I was like, I don't care what I get as long as it's not socks and chocolate. It's just so annoying when you get a pair of socks and a bar of chocolate. And that Christmas...
Which was what you had gotten for like 3 years running.
It was like, why can't people think of anything else? Like, they didn't watch this video. But socks and chocolate is what I ended up getting. But the pair of socks that I got had a lifetime warranty from Darn Tough. And I did not think that I was going to like them. But it's like 3 or 4 years later now. No, probably 5 years later. And I still have not worn through my first pair of Darn Toughs. And when I do, I can guarantee you I will be mailing them in to Darn Tough and getting my coupon so I can order a brand new pair again. So this is another one of those things. It's like kind of cool in that it has a lifetime warranty. They're made in the USA, and you can be proud of them. So I'm sorry, Annika, for feeling resentful about that gift for probably the first year. And ever since then, I've been grateful, so thank you.
And his patriotic socks are so special, they have their own drawer.
Yeah, I have my own drawer. I only have 3 pairs of Darn Tough socks. It's almost enough
They have their own drawer.
It's almost enough to be able to wear them for the whole week, because what's super weird and cool about them is that since they're like merino wool or something like that, they don't stink the same way like a regular sock does. So I'm actually wearing these socks. Can't see them, but I'm wearing them for the 2nd day in a row. But I don't normally talk to Naomi about it, because otherwise she gets judgmental or something.
The other gift thing is to give where her heart is. Like, choose to do ministry giving to something else instead of getting stuff for each other.
Right. Yep.
So I'm passionate about helping crisis pregnancy centers and helping families adopt, or giving things for compassion or world vision or Operation Mobilization.
Yep. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we'll talk to you guys in the next one. Honey, that wasn't supposed to. You can't watch that.